And it is the moment you have all been waiting for since the checkered flag flew at Las Vegas back in May in the NASCAR Cup Series championship race when Urban won his 5th straight NASCAR Cup Series title. Welcome to the Bristol Motor Speedway, and it is the Cookout Clash here to kick off the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series season. We got defending Cup Series champion Urban on the pole. It's a 23-car field, 50% of the normal Bristol race for either the spring or fall race. And it's a nice night here. It wasn't such of a nice night when we were supposed to start. We were supposed to get started an hour and 30 minutes ago at 8 p.m., but Mother Nature had other plans. She brought a shower over the track, and we had to get the jet dryers out. Took them about an hour 30 to get the track dry, but the track is dry. The rest of the night looks clear, and it's a good night for racing. Welcome to the FoxTube TV broadcast booth. I'm Adam Salamander. Welcome to a new season of NASCAR. We got the 5-time Cup Series champion Mason Urban going for his 6th straight title in the Cup Series. But before we get into all that, we got a few preseason races. So let's break down the first couple weeks of the season here. So today, we got the Cookout Clash here at Bristol. This is a non-points paying race. It's a preseason race. It's a 23-car field. The winner of this race receives no playoff points, no points for anything. There's no stages in this race. So it's straight from the green to the checkered. And then, once we finish here and decide the 2025 Clash champion, we go about 2 states south down Interstate 75, over to Interstate 75, down to Daytona Beach, Florida, for the battle at Daytona, starting on Wednesday the 9th and ending on Sunday the 13th. Wednesday the 9th is Daytona 500 practice, and so the 9th is Daytona 500 practice / qualifying. Thursday, July 10th, is the dual races. So those are the other 2 non-points paying preseason races. Now, with the dual races, how they work is the winner of Duel 1. We break the field. There's only room for 40 cars in the Daytona 500. We break the field in half. We have about 4 cars that are open teams, meaning they have to race their way into the 500 if they don't make it in on speed already, which there's about 6 open cars. 2 of them will make it in on speed after Daytona 500 practice and qualifying. But the other 4 will be split up into groups of 2 into each dual race. The dual races we get Duel 1 underway. That decides the odd number starting positions. So assuming that the winner of the first dual race is not a driver that's already on the front row for the Daytona 500, that driver would start 3rd behind first place. The second dual race determines the even number starting positions. That's positions 2 through 40 on the high side. So the winner of Duel 2, again, as long as it's not a winner, or as long as the winner is not somebody who already qualified on the front row, they start 2nd and go back to 40th in that order. And it's the same format for all Cup Series races during the season. You crash your car in practice qualifying, or obviously the dual races, you go to the rear. So just because you might qualify 40th originally doesn't mean that there won't be post-race infractions, disqualifications, or a lot of crashes during those races, because we got roughly around 22 cars in each race going around the track in a pack during those races. Then, after we settle the dust in the dual races to decide the starting positions for the Daytona 500, Friday July 11th, the Craftsman Truck Series opens up their season with the Fresh from Florida 250 at Daytona. Then, Saturday the 12th, we got the season opening United Rentals 300 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And then Sunday, it's known as the Great American Race. We got the Daytona 500. That will be next Sunday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on FoxTube TV. It's going to be a great race week. We're happy to say that racing is finally back. Let's do a little race analysis, and then we'll have Alex Hayden take it away, and we'll get those engines fired and throw the green flag. All right, race analysis. It's 250 laps, so half of 500, which is what they normally run during the Food City 500 and Bass Pro Shops night race during the regular season and playoffs. So it's half of 500, 250 laps, 300 miles. Fuel window will be interesting. You can go about 100, something like that, or 90 to 100 on fuel. So we'll have to see how strategy works. Obviously, there's no stage breaks. That's our next part of the analysis. There's no stages in this. So it is straight 250 laps from start to finish. You will see stage racing start in next Sunday's Daytona 500. Which once we get done here and we get down to Daytona, we'll start explaining that a little more. And then, now this is a big one, all laps count. So meaning, if a caution flag comes out, those laps count, just like green flag laps. And the overtime rule is in effect. So that means the race does not have to end under the green flag. So what happens is let's say a late race caution comes out and we get a restart. If the leader takes the white flag under green, the next flag makes the race official, whether it's the caution or the checkered. And obviously, overtime is in effect as well, so if we have to go a little more than 250 laps to settle this one, we will do that as many times as it takes until a winner is declared. So, without further ado, Alex Hayden, take it away and let's get this thing rolling.
We're here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the final race in the round of 16 in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. I'm Alex Hayden,
not the playoffs,
and I'm here to bring you all the action at the world's fastest half-mile track. This legendary night race in the heart of Thunder Valley will test these gladiators, and only the best will take home the trophy and advance. The last great Coliseum is ready to play host to 40 of the fastest stock car drivers in the world. Let's see who survives and advances.
And just a few final things before we get started here. We do want to wish everybody a happy Independence Day since it has passed that. So we hope you all had a happy and safe 4th of July weekend. Got to watch the fireworks here at Bristol last night. That was pretty amazing. So, gotta say. And now let's talk about this 20 car of Urban. He's starting on the pole. Now, how this field of 23 was determined is it was determined by NASCAR. These were probably playoff contenders from last season, race winners, cars that consistently ran up front all race. The Cup Series champion automatically gets a berth into the Clash. Now, however, previous Clash winners also get a berth into the Clash. Now, since the defending Cup Series champion is a previous Clash winner, he would have been in either way. And he's starting on the pole tonight. We all know what happens when this guy usually starts on the pole. He is called the King of the Coliseum, and with great and with great reasoning. He just knows how to win here at Bristol. But without further ado, that flag man's ready to throw that green flag. He's saying, get on with it already. So here we go. Off a turn 4, 250 laps to determine a clash winner, and it's green. Finally from Bristol. Nice little paint scheme for the 20 Urbane, brand new sponsor this offseason, Progressive Insurance. And takes a jump right off the bat to lead lap 1. Now this is a short track, it's about half a mile in length, so 250 laps might seem like a lot, but it's really not. Also, we do have another broadcast partner joining us when he gets back home, so you will hear Michael Cartrip back in the booth for the first time since we crowned the champion last season. But now it's time for an all-new season of NASCAR. Busch Light Clash finally underway, or not the Busch Light Clash, the Cookout Clash finally underway after a 1 hour and 30-minute weather delay. Coverage finally started. Took about an hour and an hour and 47 minutes to really start turning laps on the track. One second. Yo. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I got you. Give us 1 second. Just gotta take a quick break. Okay, sorry about that, folks. We are back. What we were saying is with this being a short track, it's not going to take long to catch lap traffic, and if you're in the back, you got to realize that quick. As the 20, he's already catching lap traffic, and it's going to take him about 9 laps to finally pass the car. Now this is where you got to be the most. Oh, got into the back of the 99, got up into the wall, down to 8th. This is where you got to be the most careful if you're the leader, because oh, look at that, and the leader gets turned around, and that is the first caution of the night. That's my bad, guys. I was just trying to I was trying to get out of the way of the car in front of me, and then...
Got one right, got one right. Clear, clear. That's good. Let's drive away.
I was trying to get out of his way, and then I just misjudged it, apparently. I was back to green. Back underway. I'd say that was like around lap. Hold on a sec, guys. Okay. And there will be a competition caution in this race about halfway through, so around lap 125, there will be a competition caution. It will also be a race break. Drivers are not allowed to climb from their cars during the race break. Let's talk about this 20 car real quick. Doesn't really have any damage from that incident. Just got turned around there, tapped the wall briefly. But what he is trying to do, nobody has done before. One, this is his 6th season in the Cup Series. He's already won 5 straight Cup Series championships in his first 5 seasons. Nobody has done that. Nobody has also really made the playoffs in their first 5 seasons in Cup, I think, except for Chase Elliott. But we know that no one has really won 5 consecutive Cup titles in their first 5 seasons. But let's talk about the Busch Light Clash. He has won 4 of the last 5 Busch Light Clashes, or Clashes in general. And he has won the Clash at 3 different tracks as of right now. He is looking to become the first driver to not only win 5 of 6 Clashes in his first 6 seasons, but he's also looking to become the first driver to win it at 4 different tracks.
You're 3, stay left, all clear. Got one right. All right, hold your line. Clear, clear.
Austin Dillon getting pushed up the track there.
Stay left, clear all around. Car right, 3 wide, you got 2 up top, clear all around. Got one right, 2 on the outside, you're 3, clear all around.
Ooh, cars are going to get squeezed. This is where tempers are going to start to flare.
Middle is 3, clear, clear.
There's going to be chaos on these short tracks. You got to be ready for it no matter. The corner and into the wall goes Cole Custer hard. And we don't get a caution, but there goes Tyler Reddick sideways. That's going to be the second caution of the race.
Clear, clear, clear. Stay with it. Keep moving forward. P2 right there. Keep digging.
So that is the second caution of the race tonight. Here we go. Bell and Urbane for the restart. Back to green.
Got one right. That's good. Let's drive away. Clear, clear.
Coming around to complete 31 laps of 250. Oh, also, we forgot to mention, but Saturday the 12th, starting at, or it will be 1 hour, not starting at, 1 hour after the NASCAR Xfinity Series race concludes, the ARCA Menard Series will kick off their season at Daytona. So, be ready for that as well, 1 hour after Xfinity, right here on Fox 2 TV. Catching up to that lap traffic again, William Byron falling back to 23rd. Not really something you see from him every day. As he's approaching lap traffic again, about to start lapping cars again. Got to be a little more careful this time, though.
Free wide, got two up top.
Got Tyler Reddick around that. Oh, 2 cars in the wall. He's got 2 cars in the wall. He himself went in the wall. And he spun Tyler Reddick. But hey, 40 laps complete in the Cookout Clash at Bristol.
Clear.
Urban in the lead. We won't take. Don't go anywhere because we're gonna take you side by side. You won't miss a thing.
Still next to you. Clear. Got one right. All clear. Car right. Clear. Three wide. 2 outside. Got one right. 3 wide. 2 outside. Still next to you. 3 wide. You got 2 up top. Clear. 2 on the outside. You're 3. Stay left. All clear. Stay left. Clear. Got one right. All clear. Stay left. All clear. Car right. All clear. Got one right. Clear.
50 laps complete, 200 to go in the Cookout Clash. As the 20 of Urban continues to lead and is looking to make his way through the entire field. Just one more car to pass, and that is the 02 of Christopher Bell just ahead up there. Urban's closing that gap pretty quick. Got the wall there a little bit. He's going to dive bomb it down into turn 3 here. He's got around Bell. That means everybody is at least one lap down.
All clear. Got one right. Clear all around.
We have been green since the lap 32 restart. And oh my goodness, chaos about to unfold there. Oh, more chaos. I'm not liking this. I might have just said announcer's curse. And hang on a sec, Hunter, don't say anything. And Michael Cartrip has finally made his way to the booth. Oh, down the apron goes the 20. They're in the wall. And the 20 goes around again, bringing out the 4th caution of the race. Dang it, guys.
Ow. It didn't hit you.
The screen door did.
See, look, she's fine.
Oh my gosh, she's fine.
Hello?
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
The 20 of Urban has turned himself around again off the bumper of a car. We kind of seen that one coming from the booth. We knew that with a long run like that, there was the chance of announcer's curse. And here we go, lap 61. We're going to be back under the green flag. Flagger has the green flag in his hand. They come off of turn 4. Back up into the gears they go. Here we go again. As we get near that halfway point. Remember, lap 125 in this 250 lap race will be halfway. We will take a race break. There will also be a caution displayed during that time. That will be the 5th caution, hopefully. If we don't have one before then. But yeah, so we're hoping that lap 125 is the next caution. Remember, drivers are not permitted to climb from their cars during that race break. They must stay buckled in and stay in the cars because they still have 125
I'll make you a
to
deal.
run after that.
I will get it if I sit here and you sit right there. Okay. We'll just
As
understand.
Michael Cartrip, welcome to the booth.
Where's your charger?
I'm about to get something up there the whole day.
The 20, he's feeling great about his car. The problem is, the only problem is he's turned himself around twice off the bumper of a lap car. So,
hey,
you can't. Hang on one sec. You can't really shoot yourself in the foot early in the race, but he's looking good out there. Welcome back to all the NASCAR fans, and welcome to the new fans we may have earned. It's been one heck of a off season. Hard to believe that time flew by this fast already, but just back in May we had the championship weekend at Vegas, and the whole month of June we had off, and we're back to rolling here. Oh, 3 wide. This is going to end horribly for somebody. The 20 lets off. Makes a little contact with the 48 of Bowman there. How about AJ Allmendinger running in the top 5? Chase Briscoe in the top 5. How about Ryan Priest? Top 3 run here for the... We're going to pretend that car is the 60 and not the 14. Christopher Bell, though, has stayed in second the entire race, while the 20 hasn't left first despite a few issues on track. Now, we do know this for sure, that teams are allowed to pit during the race break, so... the fuel window is said to be 96 to 100 laps, but realistically, because of how short this track is, the cars should be able to stretch it out to halfway. But I would at least do one pit stop before the checkered flag when the second half of the race goes green. Now he's out of lap traffic for the time being and can kind of just cruise around the track here. How about this sold out crowd here at the Last Great Coliseum? This crowd will be back here in about a couple months for the Food City 500. There's also the Bristol Dirt Nationals that are going to be going on for dirt track racing in between that. So this track's going to be full of race fans for quite some time. They filled it for the Cookout Clash here tonight. They'll fill it for the dirt track racing. And with 80 laps complete in the Cookout Clash now, we're going to take you side by side. You won't miss a thing.
What's up? Right.
I go back too. And so I'm trying to go back to everybody else camp. I don't matter. I'm 2 hours of work and 2 hours of sleep. That's exactly.
What?
Larry's going to bed.
What are you doing?
Last night I ain't going to fucking bed.
Mason, you there?
Hang on.
Okay. There's my caution.
.90 laps now complete in the Cookout Clash at Bristol Motor Speedway as we welcome you back. The 20 of Urbane making his way through this field like a hot knife through butter. And when you put the Clash at a track like Bristol and a driver like Urbane behind the wheel, sometimes the race is just over before it even begins. As we finally welcome Michael Cartrip to the broadcast booth. We got a new partner, like we mentioned at the top of the broadcast with Urbane this year, Progressive Insurance. Let's talk about that.
That's pretty cool that Progressive is on board now.
Yeah, especially because he lost two sponsors at the end of last season, gained two new sponsors, and then gained another one during the off-season. Oh, he got the apron there, though. Up into Hocevar, and around he goes for the 5th caution of the race. Just an unfortunate situation there. Just got turned around.
But even $100, let's budget ride and ride with screenshots to the 18 and 19 millimeter. Our total discount period is $3,125. I'm going to subsidize $700.
So here on lap 100, we got a restart. As back up into the gears they go, and back to green. Carson Hocevar tagged by the 20 on that last caution. .25 laps to go in the first half of the race. Now 24.
I'm the same man that I am glad to be back in the booth. It's been a long time.
Yeah, like we said, May 18th, the last time we were in the booth. That is about a month and quite a few days that we haven't been in the booth. I mean, the 20 got the wall a few times there. We'll see how that affects him. Yeah, guys, we'll definitely have to put some bear bond on this car when I come in for the pit, because we just got the wall pretty good there. So we'll have to patch that wheel. As you hear the radio, he's saying, hey guys, get ready to put some patches on this car. You're at a short track like Bristol, you're not leaving without a battle scar. It's similar to Darlington. And they have their famous Darlington stripe. You got a Bristol stripe here. You're not going to leave without it. It's a short track. There's potential chaos, especially with 250 laps in the race. and the amount of times that this 20 car has seen lap traffic as well. Oh, Chastain got really shoved up the track by the 20 there. That's the thing about the 20. He's going to warn you once he's on your back bumper, and then he's going to move you out of his way. He'll give you one tap saying I'm there, and then next thing you know, you're up the track or down the track. 48 of Bowman moves up to allow the 20 by. He gets to the high side of Byron. He's going to be stuck there for a minute. 4 wide. Look at that. Are you kidding me? You can't do that at Bristol. Just 15 laps to go this time by in the first half of the race. We seen 4 wide on the track. Carson Hocevar in the top 10 despite that spin. He's getting pushed all over the place by the 20 here.
I understand that. I don't know if you got a chance to talk to Irvin, but do you know if he's ready for his team this weekend?
Repeat that, Michael Cartrip.
Sorry. I don't know if you got a chance to talk to Irvin, but do you know if he was ready for the new team this weekend? New numbers, new everything.
We haven't got a chance to talk to him about that because his focus has been this clash. So we'll probably talk to him about that down at Daytona.
Daytona. Oh.
What?
I was dancing to that.
Closing in on that competition yellow. Again, drivers are not allowed to climb from their cars during the race break. Six laps away from that 6th caution flag of the race. And honestly, we're just going to try to ride behind these cars those few laps, and then we'll just send somebody so that way it brings out the caution. They're leaving it open for the 20 here. He's just got to save some cars. And around goes the 20. And there is the caution. That's going to count as the competition caution. That will be the competition caution right there. 20 gets spun, battling with 2 cars on his outside. 3 wide battle gone wrong for him. Around he goes, bringing out the competition caution.
Hey, but I'm off here real quick. I'll be right back, alright?
Alright, so that does it for the first half of the race. There's still 125 laps to go. But we're going to get some pit stops done here as the 20 goes down pit road. Remember, drivers are not allowed to climb from their cars. Alright, welcome back everybody. We are ready to get this race resumed for the second half. So just give us 1 sec here. And we'll tell you how many laps we have to go. So we are going to restart with 120 laps to go in the race. Here we go, green flag, second half of the clash starts now. 20's back in lap traffic, but he should make his way through it just as easy as he did all the other times. Had to restart at the rear due to making his pit stop. Everyone was able to make it to the end of the stage there, and around goes William Byron on lap 132. Just 1 lap in. And we're already throwing the caution right back out. As around went William Byron there. Alright, so lap 138 at 250 here. Let's throw the green flag and try to see if we can last a little bit longer this time. Chaos, as this race has seen 7 caution flags already. Back to green. Ooh, that was close with the 20 and the 5. So far, so good. We've actually lasted a lot longer on this restart than we did on the restart after the competition caution. And when you stack the field up like that, especially on a short track, there's prone to have a incident. Already catching back up to that lap traffic, so Flagman better get that caution ready just in case. AJ Allmendinger having a nice top 10 run. He was 5th at one point, but has since fallen back to 6th place. 20 sending in there way too deep. You see him hit the brake there, but 100 to go in the Cookout Clash here at Bristol. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take you side by side. You won't miss a thing. crash. As we welcome you back, Austin Cindric into the wall, collecting at least 5 of them. I believe it was lap 158 this happened on. Austin Cindric gets sideways off of the 20, head on into the wall, collecting a bunch of other cars. Cindric's clash is over. Here we go for the restart on lap 161. Austin Cindric out of the Busch Light Clash. After running a decent race, short track contact. We'll do that to you as we're back to green. Oh, I apologize. It's lap 167. That the restart will be on. So that means the incident occurred on lap 160 of 250. Unfortunate ending to Cindric's night. There was going to be a top 10 finish. Fortunately, that would be a 23rd place finish for him. He's the only car out of the race. Actually, I think a couple of those other cars might be out depending on how hard they hit him. We couldn't really see it from here, but he definitely collected some other cars. Very unfortunate ending. Hopes of securing his first career Clash win. Here comes this 20 car back into the picture. Oh, Bowman up into the wall. Caution. Again. Lap 175. Yellow flag displayed again. Bowman got in the wall, went well off the pace, came to a complete stop. That brought out the caution. We'll see if he can get it going again. Bowman should be okay to continue. Yep, he got it going again. He'll have to restart. Tail end of the field, though. And here we go, back to green on lap 182. How about that? Briscoe up to second. Bowman was able to still hang on to fourth there, despite that, so it must not have been severe damage. They said that before, too. And it never happened. It possibly could, though. And if it does, I mean, there'll just have to be a couple months that you guys will just have to miss until 25 comes out. Because it's not like you won't make the playoffs. So if you miss a couple months, it ain't really going to be a big deal. Well, fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, we are now closer to 50 laps to go in this race than we are halfway through this race, which we've already passed. Lap 201 will officially mark 50 laps to go in this race. Trying to see if we can get a longer green flag run than we've seemed to get. We did have a long green flag run of like 30 laps, something like that, earlier, but maybe we could get a longer run and not have another caution until like 40 to go or something. We'll have to see. Ryan Priest continues to be great all night. He's fallen back to 5th, but he's been in that top 5 all night. Cendric's not even on the track, we're pretending, because he DNF'd. Catherine Legg running top 15 here in this class. She is driving that 78 full-time this season. So she has a chance to put that car in the postseason for the first time since 2022. Hold on a sec. I had to have that back on my TV. It was annoying me. Alright. Just a couple of lap cars up here. And we have reached 50 to go, and that means we will take you side by side. You won't miss a thing. Don't go anywhere, folks. Just 50 laps remain in this race. And look, we got a pit stop here. Alright, now how this pit road works at Bristol is even though your pit box might not be on the pit road on the back, you have to exit pit road on the back straightaway. So if you pit on the back straightaway, you have to go all the way around and exit down towards turn 2. But if you pit on the front stretch, you have to exit at turn 3. If you don't, then you get a pass through. So the 20 did almost hit those barrels at the entrance to pit road on the back straightaway. You don't have to maintain pit road speed when you're not on pit road. But as soon as you get ready to reach that commitment line, you have to be back at pit road speed, because that also will get you a penalty. The stewards do not like that very much when you speed on pit road. And lap 210, we're going to go back into our side-by-side thing. We just wanted to come back and tell you about this pit stop and tell you about a few things. Whoa, 20 kind of lost control there and turns his teammate. Around went Chase Briscoe, bringing out yet another caution. Good news is we're getting close to the finish, as we are restarting here on lap 212, and I guess we just won't do the side-by-side now. Hey, next Sunday, don't miss it. We open up the 2025 regular season for the NASCAR Cup Series with, on the high banks of Daytona International Speedway, 500 miles to write your name in history. Don't miss the Daytona 500 next Sunday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Fox Tube TV. Also, before that, don't miss the dual races Thursday night right here on Fox Tube TV, along with Daytona 500 practice and qualifying Wednesday the 9th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Fox Tube TV. And obviously the Truck Series opener, 7:30 on Friday. Xfinity Series season opener, 5:30 on Saturday, along with the ARCA Menard Series race 1 hour after that. Season opening week. for each and every one of the series. Still got some laps to run here, though, to settle the clash before we take things south. Oh, into the wall. Hard goes the 31. Spinning out the 20 as well. That is definitely a caution. Lap 220. The 31 of Austin Hill. And that is going to be a red flag while they clean this up. Hard hit for Austin Hill. And there it is. NASCAR has thrown the red flag. Austin Hill has climbed from his machine there. What a huge hit there. It all started with the contact. As they get that car on the hook while they take him to the Enfield Care Center. The 20 did get into the wall a little bit. He said the damage is not that severe. He'll probably make a pit stop, though, just to get some bear bond on it. If this was the Daytona 500, though, you would definitely want bear bond on that car. But because it's a short track, he's probably going to race it out for a little bit till the next caution. And we are going to take a brief break and come back. Red flag is out here at Bristol. Huge hit for Austin Hill. Glad to see him get out the car. Wreck also involved the 20 of Urbane. Urbane will be able to continue, but Hill will join Cindric out of the race. Well, as we welcome you back, this is the site all the fans wanted to see. The caution is back out to send these cars back to green flag racing. Let's describe that wreck to you again. It looks like Urbane and on Hill's inside is just, they're coming off of turn 4, and Urbane slides up the corner there, you see, makes contact with him. Turns Hill. Hill goes up into the wall, slams it on the rear. Gets airborne, comes around, slams the front end of that car. It's just demolished. And as a result of all this, Urbane spins out. Taps the inside wall. He did get that fixed during the break. And here we go. Back to green as they come off of turn 4. What a wild race it's been. Back to green, though, on lap 227 of 250. So after a brief red flag for a crash, we're back to green. Like we said, it's a beautiful night for racing. We had some rain earlier that pushed back the start of this race an hour and 47 minutes, but we were able to get it started. We were able to get on the air about 9:30. They had the track dry. We were able to get everything ready. Ever since then, it's been a good race, but man, has it been a high-speed demolition derby. We've had cars get spun out, cars slam the wall hard like Cindric and Hill. It's been chaotic. And we still got 20 laps to go in this thing next time by. Now it's going to be 19 to go. Urbane's been dominant all night. He's led this entire race. He knows what he's doing in these cars. He's been in this season this series for 6 seasons. He's won 4 of the last 5 clashes, 5 straight Cup Series championships, 5 Daytona 500s in a row, chasing his 6th next week. Trying to chase a shot to win 5 of the last 6 clashes and win the clash at 4 different tracks. Time is just going to tell if he can finish this out. He's been involved in a few incidents that required him to have to make repairs. 2 spinouts and then 3 spinouts, including that most recent one where he tapped the inside wall there. Popped his hood up a little bit. They were able to get some bear bond on it. Get him back out there. Ooh, almost tagged John Hunter Nemechek though and sent him around. Will the rest of this race go green? Ooh, contact. 20 got the 3 up into the 99 there, and contact between the 45, 12, and 20. Something tells me we have not seen the last of the yellow flag for the rest of the race. Approaching 10 to go. Only 2 cars out of the race. That is the 31 of Hill and the 2 of Cindric. And there's another caution. Oh my goodness. Lap 239. We see another caution. Urbane up into Allmendinger. Both of them are going to stay out on the track, it looks like. And in a situation like this, you get damaged. You wonder if they are going to start staying out. Urbane's contact wasn't really that bad, so it honestly doesn't surprise me that he's staying out, but 5 laps remain. Will we go to overtime? That took us right down to 5 to go. Is that the final restart of the race? 4 laps to go. Pay attention to this, because here we go. It's white flag next time by. If he gets back around, this race is official. Rather it's the caution or the checkered. Flagman has it in his hand, ready to go, and he's displaying a white flag. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. The 20 of Urbane had his ups and downs all night, been involved in some incidents himself, been the cause of some incidents, but once again has mastered the clash to perfection. He comes off of turn 4. He is the winner of 5 of the last 6 Busch Light clashes, including this one. He wins the Cookout Clash at Bristol. Let's go, boys! Urbane is just continuing to put his name in history, as he is the first driver to win the Clash at 4 different tracks and becomes the only driver to win 5 out of 6 clashes in his first 6 seasons in the Cup Series. Get a look at Victory Lane, and then we'll do the burnout. What a win for this awesome crew. Brand new sponsor. How about this? A fast car and a trophy for being the fastest in this clash. That's a bundle from Progressive. That was a great bundle from Flo. And that's what happens with those, late race restarts. 5 to go, win the race. We restarted with. Short track doesn't take long to catch lap traffic, but we knew that there's no way he was going to catch it again within the closing laps, and it didn't really matter. He was able to run the last 5 laps under the green flag, bring it around, get that white flag, bring it back around to the checkered flag under green. And it is time for a burnout. But if you've been watching this sport, you know that Urbane likes to do his Polish victory laps. Meaning, before he does his actual burnout, he is going to drive around the track backwards, and he likes to start on the backstretch. Awesome win for this entire crew. Very deserved. And to think, though, that if this was the Food City 500 or the Bass Pro Shops NRA night race, we would still have 250 laps to go in this thing. This would actually be the final stage right now. As he turns the car back around. And now it's time for a burnout. What an awesome win. Couldn't have been given to anyone more deserving as he parks his car right there. Ladies and gentlemen, he's climbing out of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, your Cookout Clash winner, the 20 of Urbane. As we get down to Regan Smith now. Regan, well, standing by with Mason Urbane here on the front straightaway. Mason, you just won. You're the winner of 5 of the last 6 Busch Light Clashes. You're the first driver to win it at 4 different tracks. How you feeling? Well, first of all, I just want to shout out to my new sponsor, Progressive. You know, all my sponsors in general. Monster Energy, Renvoke, Menards, Amazon. You guys are awesome. Couldn't do this without you. Napa Auto Parts. What a night it was for us. Hope you guys had fun out there. I'd like to apologize to any drivers I might have wrecked there during that race. You know, it's short track intensity racing, but there's always room to fix mistakes, and we'll get better as we go. But meanwhile, car felt great all night. I mean, we had, like I said, a couple mishaps there where we got caught up in some wrecks, got ourselves turned around. But it's really all about how you manage it and recover from it. And we were the car on top. We stayed out front the entire race, you know, fought through all those cautions, fought through a red flag. It's just such a cool moment, especially to do it down here in Bristol in front of all these fans. This track just feels like another hometown track to me. It's just, I'm so good here, unstoppable, just like on the super speedways. You fans can best believe that we're gonna fight for that Daytona 500 next Sunday. All right, well, there you have it from the winner. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sign off of here. So for our entire Regan Smith, our entire crew, I'm Alan Salamander saying good night from Bristol. The 20 crew of Urbane is your 2025 Cookout Clash winners.